Wanted to show you guys where Jen and I are having our base camp. It's kind of cold at night right now, so probably just gonna keep sleeping in the back of the vehicle, plus the bears up here. We're in a Bigfoot sighting hotspot. I kind of want to turn the camera and show you our view. It's just beautiful here. And we're camping on top of an old mine. There's a mine shaft right here. And I don't know if that's why there's Bigfoot sightings here, if they're using the old mine shaft caves or whatever, but you know, we're in Colorado. It's the #1 Bigfoot sighting reported spot in the Rocky Mountains. Oh, I just heard something snap in the trees down over there. I was talking to you guys. In our experience, Bigfoot will sometimes vocalize or wood knock while you're in a conversation. It's like they know your eyes, ears, brain is preoccupied with that conversation, and then they communicate with each other. I've noticed it when I edit videos, that stuff will happen and we won't even realize. We even heard a vocalization that was like a roar that none of us noticed at the time because we were preoccupied. These creatures are a lot smarter than people give them credit. Here's our campfire. Probably a good spot to hear vocalizations from here. And there's that mine shaft. And that mine, this abandoned mine, I don't know how old it is. It goes right up back here. So there's a lot of junk and artifacts and stuff left behind by these old timers in here. And because of the Bigfoot sightings in this location, doesn't seem to bother Bigfoot that there's a bunch of old mining junk laying around. We're at 11,000 feet, by the way. Here's some more timbers from the old mine. And see the old miners' cabins and sheds. Who knows? Maybe the creature take up residence at night in some of these. I know the bears sometimes do. Yeah, if I'm breathing heavy, it's because we're at over 11,000 feet. Just about everything is high in Colorado as far as elevation. Yeah, you look at some of this old gear. You're like, what the heck did they use that for? Not only are we looking for Bigfoot tracks, we're looking through the forest for all the old mining artifacts. They're just interesting. I know there's a lot of guys that are mining hobbyists and just love mining, but in my opinion, it's a rough way to make a living.
Oh, look at that cable.
Is that what it is? Oh yeah, there's a cable and then a pipe. This looks like an old form of grizzly bars or something. Or maybe it's a bucket that they cabled the ore down with. That's either the old miner's cabin or a storage shed. I'm gonna go look in there for evidence of animal, Bigfoot, and bear. I just love the history of old ghost towns, ghost houses, mines. Just like who lived there? What were their lives like? Their whole family lived there. And when I say a ghost house or a ghost town, it doesn't necessarily mean it's haunted. It just means it's old and abandoned. Here's the old cellar. And, you know, bears are famous for crawling up under stuff like this and hibernating or sleeping or hanging out. I mean, would Bigfoot do that? Now, there's been a lot of Bigfoot sightings in and around ghost towns, and Colorado is not an exception. There's been a few people that have been confronted by a Bigfoot near the Animas Forks ghost town, which is several dozen abandoned homes from over 100 years ago. So I get excited when we go to a Bigfoot sighting place and we find stuff like this. Because Bigfoot has been seen around places like this. Yeah, when you see an old structure like this, it's like 5 people live in there, 12 people. I know a lot more people used to live in a lot more close quarters than we do nowadays. Neat. Look, and there's a teeny little staircase going up to the next level. Yes. Come over here, it's in the corner. Yep, they had stairs that went up to the attic. Oh yeah, there's a window up there too. Yeah, pretty sure they bedded a lot of miners in this place. You only need a space as big as your body to sleep. Oh wow, some luxury. Probably the mining boss. Mining boss's old box spring. I'm sure a lot of the help just laid on a blanket on the floor. I heard some rock clacking. Who knows what this was? A live-in structure, a storage place. It's long ago collapsed. That looks like an old tack shed, or
That's what I call it.
Either kept their pigs, chickens, or maybe even their horse feed. I grew up on a farm, and structures that we had like this, we would put wood, chickens, pigs. Looks like they practically had a little town up here.
I think so.
What a beautiful place to live and work. However, you know, it was brutal type of work. Right up next to the ridge walkers. No wonder why there's so many Bigfoot sightings up here. Look at these old gears or whatever they are. Cool beans. What is this? Is it an old mining cart? An old stove, an old furnace? Some heavy duty stuff right there. Yeah, this old mine was a serious mine. Look at that pit, and then check out these tailings. They moved a lot of earth.
There's another one of the wheels.
Can you believe there's snow up here? Yeah, in Deadwood, they had one that they think was sleeping down in the boiler room. So when I see old structures like this, I'm like, does that happen here once in a while? If it can find a way in. Alright, it looks like we're past the mine structure. We're going to continue to look around for evidence of Bigfoot. And who knows, maybe these types of structures as a form of shelter when the weather's bad, I'll bring them in. When I find structures like this, I like to get right in and look under the foundations for bear. And I truly believe that Bigfoot beds down most of the day and does most of its activities at night. So it could very well slide up under one of these if it was convenient. And maybe that's the reason why people will sometimes get confronted by them in ghost towns, is because they wake them up from their nap. Still finding old mining artifacts. I like it when we can find little snowfields like this. Because if something steps in it, there's no hiding the tracks. So we like to check these and see if old Sasquatch has been in the area. Once in a great while we get lucky and find evidence of Sasquatch crossing snow. Jen's peeking in that other window. Sometimes you find animals in these things. We have found... Oh, you found the basement?
Yeah. There's a door that you can go down in there.
Root cellar. Oh, creepy. That's a tight squeeze.
Yeah.
People used to be skinnier. It's because they worked harder and ate less. Aunt B was McDonald's. We're checking each one of these structures to see if there's evidence of animals taking up shelter in any of them. Now, I know this structure's less attractive, but I'm sure there are some nook and crannies for animals, maybe even something as big as a Bigfoot to crawl into. Like that, perhaps. Stay the day, stay the night. And the camera in there. Never know what's taking a nap up there. Got an angle where I could see into the attic of that one. Alright, we're going to continue to look around this Bigfoot sighting hotspot. I hope you guys enjoyed. Keep on watching. We're going to keep on squatching.